What's up, guys? My name is Gabe, and welcome back to the Trojan Blade. Welcome back to a brand new video. This is the instant reaction from USC's 34-32 loss at the hands of the Illinois Fighting Illini. If there are any Illinois fans watching, congratulations. You guys completely won that game fair and square. You were the better team for all 4 quarters, so congrats to you. Much deserved win. But obviously, the reason why most of you guys are here, let's talk about USC. Same shit, different year. Lincoln Riley is Lincoln Riley. Nothing's changed, not really. We didn't come out ready to play this game. It was an early kick. There's a lot of injuries. There's a lot of built-in excuses. This is not going to be a video for excuses. So if you want to hear that everything's going to be okay and this loss doesn't matter, there are channels that do that. This isn't one of them. This showed me everything I need to see for the most part. At the end, scoring as quickly as we did, trusting the defense when the defense was just getting torched and annihilated all day. Lincoln Riley hasn't grown. Lincoln Riley hasn't changed. He's still the same guy. He talks a really good game in the offseason. But yeah, this is all that I need to see. I'm done blindly believing that this program is going to turn around and get to where we want it to get to with Lincoln Riley. I'm not calling for his job or anything like that. I'm just done believing in him. He doesn't do things that elite coaches do. Like, look at our team. We are extremely undisciplined. We make so many dumb mistakes over and over and over again. And when it's happening on both sides of the ball each and every week, guys, it's not the players. Obviously, they're the ones committing it, but the good teams don't do stuff like that. And I see a lot of vitriol for D'Anton Lynn right now. The question I would pose to all of you, if a head coach's defense is soft and a sieve year in, year out, at what point do we stop blaming the defensive coordinators? Our defense has regressed in year 2. D'Anton Lynn with Lincoln Riley, another year, and it's regressed. Nick Saban on College Game Day was talking about how when you run a spread offense in practice, it's not a good way to practice for your defense. It doesn't get them ready for an actual game. And I think we're seeing that week in, week out. This defense was not ready. This defensive line that we've all been praising, that has a ton of money put into it, got absolutely trounced in this game. We got destroyed. They pounded us all game long. They were tougher, they were more physical, they wanted it more, and they were just the better team. They kicked our ass. It was a 2-point game. And look, I'm going to give my flowers to Mekhi Lemon. I'm going to give them to Jaden Mayava. Some guys balled out today. But we were lucky to be in this game. We really were. I mean, guys, we came out of the 2-minute warning with the defense that was reeling, and we threw it to the end zone on the first play. Now, is that on Jaden Mayava? Is that on Lincoln Riley? Lincoln Riley's the play caller. He's the head coach. I'm going to put that one on him. Unbelievably bad decision. That's up there with his worst decisions as USC's head coach. Atrocious. That's something you simply do not do. Klatt was talking about it on the broadcast. I'm sure you were at home yelling at your TV after the euphoria of the touchdown came down. What a god-awful decision. And look, let's just call it what it is, what it appears to be at this point in the year. I could be proven wrong, but this defense beat up on a bunch of bad teams, and the deeper you looked at the stats, our defense was actually a little concerning, giving up a shit ton of first downs, quite a few missed tackles, all that sort of stuff. But we gave up 31 points to Michigan State. We just gave up 34 to Illinois. These are not very good offenses, guys. And we've gotten hammered defensively these last 2 weeks, especially in this game. This defense is soft in the interior. It looked really easy for them when they were going up against Michigan State and Purdue and Georgia Southern and Missouri State. All of these piss-poor offensive lines, we were racking up sacks. But when we weren't ahead on offense and they weren't dropping back to throw every single play, this defensive line got completely exposed. That performance was not at all the level that we needed to be. And yeah, the secondary. Kamari Ramsey missed this game. He got sick. That was one of the worst performances by a USC cornerback group I think I've ever seen. And that's including the 2021 year when Helton got fired and Dante became the interim. Like, that was up there. Just non-competitive rep after non-competitive rep. And the question I kept asking myself, I was like, okay, Braylon Conley clearly cannot hang with these receivers. And then Coach Lynn decides to leave them on islands all game. There were just so many problems during this game. It was just aggravating to watch. It was not a pleasant experience to watch this game. Did not enjoy watching this team. Shades of last year over and over. Guys, Luke Altmaier went 20 of 26 for 328 and 2 touchdowns. Absolutely cooked us. Jaden Mayava, on the other hand, went 30 of 43, 364, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He made a ton of brilliant throws, extended plays. Overall, did a very good job. He's not the reason we lost. Now, he was missing some throws high. He had a really bad pick, but he got his shit together, and he put the ball in the end zone when he had to. Makai Lemon is an absolute gem. He is one of the best players in the entire sport. There's not one wideout I would pick over him. Not Jeremiah Smith, not Ryan Williams, nobody. But once again, we saw that Leighton McCree and Walker Lyons are good targets in the passing game, but outside of Lemon and Lane, even though he was hurt in this game, there's no difference makers in this wide receiver room. You guys keep telling me every single week how great these other wideouts are, and we just don't see it. If Makai Lemon isn't making crazy plays, we're not doing anything really in the passing game from a wide receiver standpoint. These guys aren't very good. Not yet. Tanook Hines is going to be a great player. He's not right now. The Wayman Jordan fumble in that first half was brutal. But again, he got together 20 carries for 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. I thought the deployment of Hassan Longstreet was very interesting. Would like to see more of that. Only 8 carries on the day for Eli Sanders. Would have liked to seen him more heavily utilized in the first half. I get why we weren't running as much in the second half. But yeah, I just can't get over the play of the secondary and the defensive line. Like, the linebackers were okay in this game. Eric Gentry had the huge punch out. Desmond Stevens was a lot more productive, finishing with 9 tackles. He was around the ball more. But this defensive line got destroyed. This secondary got destroyed. This is the exact kind of game that Lincoln Riley said that we spent the entire offseason learning how to win, or building to win at least, right? Like, we got bigger, we got more physical, we did all this stuff. We changed the way we sleep, they changed the way that they prepare. But something's going on defensively, guys, and it's not getting fixed. We are soft as shit from a mentality and physicality standpoint on the defensive side. Illinois beat our defense's ass today. That's what happened. We couldn't get off the field. They wanted it more. They were the more well-prepared team. And look, it was an early kick, 9 a.m. body kick for a West Coast team. That excuse flies for the first half. We see it in the NFL all the time. Hell, we saw it with Oregon against Northwestern. You come out and you look like crap in the first half. But then you wake up, you start to settle into the game. That never happened for the defense. We had a few good stops here and there, got lucky with a few turnovers in the red zone, but it's not good enough. And I'm not going to sit here and blame D'Anton Lynn for this defense being soft. I saw his defense at UCLA be dominant. I saw his year 1 defense at USC put up a hell of a fight, punching way above their weight class talent-wise. He spends more time with Lincoln Riley, and now it starts to look like a Lincoln Riley defense. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's why I've lost most of my faith in Lincoln Riley, if not all of it. He talks a great game in the offseason, but guys, he did not give himself an out. He said that we finally have the bodies to compete for a conference title. We finally have the players. We have the investment. We have the facility coming. We have all of this stuff. And we also have another last-minute loss to an inferior Big Ten team on the road. We weren't tough enough. We weren't prepared enough. And it's another year of the same bullshit with the same bullshit excuses. Not good enough any way you look at it. Shout out to Jaden Mayava. Shout out to Makai Lemon. Shout out to the Trojan offensive line. I thought they played a damn good game. Leighton McCree, Walker Lyons, Ryan Sayeri made his kicks. But at the end of the day, another piss-poor USC loss.